Hi, this is Straddie Backyard Yoga and Pilates, and we're going to do a little sequence for releasing tension in the legs and the hips, and a little bit of self-massage and moving into a seated twist. So to begin with, we're sitting on our bottom with our legs out in front and our posture is nice and long. Keep our back nice and straight. When we lift into our chest, we align the spine and our core muscles automatically switch on. But you can use a cushion to keep your hips up if you need a little bit of support for your lower back. So keeping one leg extended, we're going to bend the other leg and interlace our hands at the back of our knee. Lift up nice and long, and we want our shoulders to be relaxed and down our back. So inhaling and exhale, draw that knee into the chest, keeping the spine nice and long and the shoulders relaxed. We're going to extend the leg. And as you lift the leg, press the leg back into your hands and keep your belly nice and strong. Shoulders relaxed. Make sure you're not pulling the shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, draw the knee into your chest. Lift the spine nice and long again. Inhale, extend, lift the leg, press the leg into your hands so we're getting a nice hamstring stretch. And bend the knee, lift and lengthen the spine. Inhale, lengthen the leg, lift the leg, press the leg back into your hands, and you can draw the toes back to your body so you'll feel the stretch all the way through the back of the leg. Exhale, bend the knee, lift and lengthen. Inhale, extend, lift the leg, press the leg into the hands, and then we're going to bend the knee and take the foot to the outside of our straight leg. Release your hands. Take the hand on the bent leg side behind the hip. And we're going to reach up into the fingertips on our straight leg side. And then your choice, you can either take the hand to the outside of the knee and draw the knee across, or you can take your elbow to the outside of the knee and draw the knee across. So we're drawing the knee across the body, but we're keeping the weight in both sitting bones, lengthening through both sides of the waist. And when you're ready, we're going to turn and open through the shoulders. So we're getting a twist all the way through the ribs and the waist, squeezing into the organs. Keep the length in the spine. Hold and breathe. Coming back to the center. We're going to take hold of the knee, make a loose fist with the hand, and pummel into the back of the thigh. We pummel into the outside back of the thigh. Pummel into the outside of the thigh and into the hip, so we're bringing the circulation into all the big muscles around the leg and the hip and the glutes. Open the hip, pummel the front of the thigh and the inside of the thigh. Notice where you're holding tension in your body, bringing the circulation of blood and lymph and chi into the legs, and you can come back around those muscles. And then if you like, coming back to the twist, so taking the hand behind the bent leg side, reach up into the fingertips, take the elbow or the hand to the outside, draw the knee across, extend into both sitting bones. Make sure you've got a little micro bend in your back elbow and turn and open the chest. Look over the shoulder. Keep breathing into the twist, and when you're ready, coming back to the center. And of course, we're going to do both sides. So then we'll straighten the other leg, bend into the other side, keeping our spine nice and long. Interlace the fingers at the back of the knee. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, draw into the chest. Inhale, extend, draw the toes back. Lift the leg and press the leg into your hands at the same time. Exhale, bend and lengthen. Inhale, extend and lift. Lift the leg, and you might find you get more stretch each time. Exhale, lift and lengthen. Shoulders relaxed away from your ears. Inhale, extend. You can do that as many times as you like, and then bend the knee. Take the foot to the outside of the straight leg knee. Hand behind the hip on the bent leg side. Reach up into the fingertips, hand to the outside of the knee, draw the knee across, or elbow to the outside, draw the knee across, and we want to extend through the waist into both sitting bones. Lift and lengthen, little micro bend in the back elbow, and turn and open the shoulder. Tuck the chin to the shoulder, look over the shoulder, twist through the waist and the ribs, and breathe into the twist. Come back to the center, hold the knee, make a loose fist, and pummeling into the back of the thigh, into the outside back of the thigh, the outside of the thigh into the hip, bringing the circulation into all those big muscles. Open the hip, pummel the front and the inside. You might like to notice the difference between the two sides, how you're feeling in each hip. Notice where you're holding tension. Coming back to the seated twist. We'll just repeat one more time, hand behind the hip, reaching up, elbow to the outside or hand to the outside, lift and lengthen, micro bend the elbow, turn and open the chest. Keep drawing that knee across and breathe into the twist. So we're getting a nice squeeze and soak for the organs, also for the discs between the vertebrae, and we're releasing tension in the outer hip and thigh muscles. Enjoy!